The information I'm about to give you, I truly believe will change your life for the better. We were created to worship. It's in our very nature. The question is never if we will worship, but what we will worship. For many of us, without even realizing it, overconsumption has become our altar. More clothes, more gadgets, more scrolling. It promises joy, but it leaves us restless. But there is a way out. Today I want to share 7 areas where we can push back, with practical shifts that can reshape our homes, our habits, and our hearts. By the end, you'll see that life with less isn't empty. It's full, it's lighter and freer, and closer to Christ. Okay, first I want to look at purchases. I know how easy it is to hit add to cart when you're having a hard day or just want to feel better. For a moment, it might work, but the peace never lasts. Jesus said in Luke 12:15, "Watch out. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions." I had to decide, was I going to keep filling the void with things or let God fill it instead? So if this is something you struggle with, here are some practical steps you can take. 1, you can wait 24 hours before buying anything non-essential. 2, you can unsubscribe from sales emails and shopping apps. 3, keep a need versus want list. So move the wants to a someday column. So the next area we're going to be looking at is clothing. There was a time when I thought that a new outfit or what I wore would fix the way that I felt about myself. But no outfit can quiet a restless heart. Only Jesus can. The world ties worth to appearance, but God looks at the heart. I realized I didn't need a new wardrobe, I needed a new perspective. So again, if this is an area that you may struggle in, here are some practical steps to take. 1, you can build a small capsule wardrobe made up of just pieces you love. 2, you can follow a 1 in, 1 out rule. So if you buy something, then you donate something. 3 is shop your closet and get creative with what you already have. Area number 3, and one of the areas that I struggle most with, is home decor. So I used to think that if I could just decorate like the homes that I saw online, I would finally feel put together. But a styled space never brought lasting peace. Psalms 127 says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain." Our homes don't need to look perfect. They need to hold His presence. So practical steps for me. Number 1 is limit decor to a set number of meaningful items per room. You don't need a lot. Step 2 is keep one surface clear at all times, so it just gives the room space to breathe. Step 3 is to have a no-spend refresh, so shop your home. Move around what you already own instead of buying something new. The 4th area we're going to be looking at is toys and kids stuff. So as a mom, this one's kind of hard for me. I've caught myself comparing, thinking, am I failing my kids by not giving them more? But honestly, I've seen it with my own boys. Fewer toys and less screen time led to more creativity, more laughter, more presence. Deuteronomy 6 reminds us to impress God's commands as we sit, as we walk, lie down, and rise. That kind of discipleship happens when life is slowed down, with less stuff. Okay, so these practical steps are: number 1, have a toy rotation, so only keep a few out at one time. Number 2, a seasonal clean out, and let the kids pick toys to donate. Step 3 is give experiences instead of more stuff. Area number 5 is food and kitchen. I used to think that a fully stocked, overflowing pantry and endless fun kitchen gadgets meant I was doing something right, like I was being the best homemaker. But half the food would expire before we can even get to it, and most gadgets would sit unused. Honestly, ever since I decluttered our kitchen, food and all, it feels like we have space to breathe. Like our kitchen is a peaceful place to dwell. It doesn't feel like we don't have enough. So our practical steps are: number 1, shop your pantry first before going to the store. Number 2, stock base ingredients that stretch into mini meals. So we are an ingredients household, which means if we want to eat, I have to make it. Step number 3, donate gadgets that you don't use often and free up your counter space. It will make you feel so much better, I promise. All right, the 6th one is media and noise. The world is always on. TVs, podcasts, noise everywhere. I mean, you go to a restaurant and sit down and there's a TV on somewhere. I realize it drowns out God's whisper. In 1 Kings 19, Elijah heard God not in the fire or the wind, but in a gentle whisper. I want to hear that whisper. So here are our practical steps. 1, take one evening a week completely noise-free. So no TV, no podcast, just spend time with your loved ones or sit in silence and read a book. Number 2, make a short list of inputs that actually build to your faith. So like a podcast or a YouTube channel that makes you feel closer to Christ. Number 3 is limit streaming. So if you're someone who watches a bunch of movies and TV shows, just pick one and cut the rest. All right, the last one is phones. And this one's a hard one. The phone feels harmless, right? But it steals moments that God gives us. Ephesians 5:15 through 16 says, "Be careful how you live, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Every scroll is an opportunity lost." So the practical steps on this one, I'm going to plug my free workshop because that's exactly what we target. It's a 7-day challenge that helps us be really intentional about how we use our phone. These steps aren't about deprivation. They're about freedom. Freedom from consumer culture, freedom from distraction, freedom to live anchored in Christ. You don't have to start with all 7, just pick one. Start today, see how much changes in a week. Life is too short to be buried in more stuff, more chaos. Let's choose less so we can live more. I'll see you soon.